Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie, happy to have all the Capricorns out there for this Little Sips Mini Love Tarot reading. This is just a temperature check, an energy check to see where energies are at, where you're at, where your person's at, what the universe wants you to know about the situation at hand. So if you don't currently have a person that you're thinking about, this might not be your message, or it may resonate for you in the future. So as always, come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. If something resonates with you, take it and run with it. That's fantastic. If it feels strange or foreign, release those messages. Drop it like it's hot, as I say, right? Assume it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. And yeah, it might resonate later. Frequently, tarot, it taps into your subconscious, so things that are strange and foreign will sometimes resonate with you later on, and it also allows you to check in on the energies that are present, and if you want to work with them and manifest something from them, then great, more power to you. That's my little spiel. Everything else down in the box below for you, including the decks I'm using here today. Got a lot of fun new decks. Everything else down in the box below. The decks, good Lord. Mercury retrograde. Also my website, my Instagram, Facebook, the Intuitive Teacup on all those platforms. That's about it. If you want to book a personal, that's also down below. Let's hop into your reading. That's why you're here, right? All right, so let's look at this. You have really good cards, at least for your person's energy. Knight of Cups, and then the Page of Cups and Two of Cups. So your person has a lot of water going on, and for those who are new, Cups in Tarot represent our heart space, our love. It can be our intuition, it can be our creativity, but in a love spread, I love seeing that your person's coming up with Knight of Cups. This is movement and changes, frequently positive changes, forward progress in the arena of love. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. If this is someone you've been with for a while, they're wanting to get out of the war zone, out of the battle zone. And Page of Cups can frequently be an apology too. So in their head, they want forward progress with you. In their heart, they either want to offer a small bit of romance, or I don't know, I really am getting an apology, or if it's not that, I'll throw a clarifier on that. But yeah, for a lot of you, it seems like an apology. And then look how cool this card is. I just love it. It's like bringing your energies back together so that they can work in harmony. This is saying, because the yin yang, it's like opposites, light and dark, right? There's something very opposite about the way you two work together, but it works beautifully. So especially if you're still feeling the energy out, if this is relatively new, you may have pushed it aside thinking, oh, they're not for me, it could never work, the way they do this, or there may be like a more critical perception from you, Capricorn, on the way they do things, but it's saying like there's potential for some magic, for literally some chemistry here, right? The blending of two, the blending of opposites. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius just based on the way I said that, or again, very strong cards of Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So let's use Golden Girls Tarot, because I just got it. Why not? With completely opposite vibe of this deck, but I actually love doing that. So it gives like a lot of opportunity for different messages to come out. Put some clarifiers on this. Tell me about Page of Cups specifically. Because again, for a lot of you, this has to do with your person wanting to make something right. That I'm not sensing it was a great tragedy, but again, there may have been some sort of awkward thing where there was a disagreement. And yeah, this person's, I think, wanting to come in with an apology, or if it's not that, it's like you guys have already made some strides in progress in love. This is wanting to, like, I don't know if double down is the right term, but add a little bit more like spice and excitement to it. Keep the love and flirtations moving back and forth. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Very cool. I like that. Yeah, so this is positive, whatever it is. Page of Cups. It can be a date. It can be a romantic offer. It's, the wheel is turning in your favor, essentially. And with the Knight, too. Both cards can indicate travel and movement for one thing, but forward progression, right, on your spiritual path, your spiritual journey together. I think that's really cute. I like that a lot. Let's give me a few more on Two of Cups. What else can I tell about? Now, Two of Cups is coming up in the action. So, I mean, I do like that in a love spread. I wouldn't say it's my favorite action card, but there's really no negative connotation of, like, if you're wondering, oh, well, are they going to reach out? Yeah, I would say so. With Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Who you got, Capricorn? They're a good one. Hold on to them. I like this. I like this a lot. The Battle Wagon. All right. So, well, boom, there's a great action card. This is the car of tarot, right? The travel. This can sometimes be indicative of literally going on a trip or traveling to see someone, particularly if you're dealing with a Cancer. This is the Chariot in this deck. Yeah, someone wants to get your attention. I almost like, hey, Capricorn, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Like, it's cute. Great cards, really positive cards. I don't even feel I need to ask too much more on that. Let's throw one more on Knight of Cups. I have so many decks to use. I'm excited to use them all. Give me one more on Knight of Cups. Coming up specifically in the headspace. So what they're thinking about. I heard Pisces, and obviously that seems like a contradiction. So I don't know if that has to do with something in Pisces season, which would have been like early March or late. Late February, early March. I say that specifically because I feel like that's a timestamp of something significant that happened between you guys. So again, you'll know if that's your message. If you didn't know this person in Pisces season, then it's not your message. It could be if your person was warming up to the idea or coming around to the idea of being exclusive, committed to each other, which by the way, I think they're going to. It could have been that they still had a Pisces on their mind. Maybe there was a past relationship with a Pisces that they hadn't completely severed ties with, or they were still holding space for. I think, again, your cards are so positive, I want to say that's over and done with. So if that makes sense to anyone, if there was like a third party's Pisces in the mix, I want to be clear, I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they're moving away from that and potentially moving towards you. Why is Knight of Cups showing up? I gotta be honest though, I mean, that to me is they want progress in their love life with you. They want to make sweet offers, romantic offers. As my deck upside down, let's see, what do we got? So we got the Hermit in reverse. Okay, yeah, so going from singlehood into being a romantic, sexy couple. I like that a lot. They were probably going through some sort of spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, and I know that sounds huge, right? But you can boil it down into daily energies. Maybe they just had a change of heart, or really it's the change in the perception on how they want to approach this relationship. Again, for the positive. Yeah, so Seven of Pentacles in reverse, great cards to have in reverse in terms of, are they finally going to come forward and commit? Yeah, this is the assessment. Do I or don't I? Will the crops or the seeds I've planted, will they bloom and blossom the way I'm hoping into, beautiful, lush crops, abundance, longevity over time? Because all the cards are so positive, this to me says the deliberation stage is over. They're ready to move forward. So anyway, not going to beat a dead horse there. No pun intended with all these horses and knights coming up. So what does the universe want you to know about this Capricorn? Six of Wands. Boom, it's a victory. That's a great card. Yeah, I mean, again, really struggling for any negative not that I'm looking for a negative connotation, but I try to be very realistic about the energies. I don't want to tell you, everything under the sun is coming true for you if that's not what I see. But again, it's just so positive. It's a card of victory. It's saying, it comes after the Five of Wands, so it's saying you've been through some struggle. There's maybe been some tension. There's maybe been it could even be impatience of like wanting to get something up and off the ground. This to me is saying, do they see you? Yes, absolutely. And they hold you in very high regard. Yeah, the universe wants you to know there's a victory up ahead for this. So even if, the fate and destiny, actually, here's the thing. You may have two water signs interested in you. Both these cards are indicative of someone making offers, particularly if you're dealing with two water signs, though it doesn't have to be. This could involve a Sagittarius and a Cancer making an offer to you. There's victory up ahead for you. Whatever you're hoping for. This could also indicate, though, even if you have to choose one, it's like you already know. Intuitively, you already know the best decision to be chosen here. The foxy one. You're going to go with looks. Absolutely. If you have two suitors, and maybe you will in the future, Capricorn, because this is such a card of like charisma and I have to be honest, like in a sense, superficial beauty. It's like, wow, the way my eye views it, it's very beautiful. It's very glamorous. It's very foxy. It's kind of like this affluent whatever. So again, if this is your story, if you have two suitors, you're going to go with the one that is visually more appealing. That's just what I'm getting there. And I'm not saying all of you do. In fact, this to me, it's been a chase. What is that expression? Someone who likes being chased. If that's you, Capricorn, again, this person is going to put in the work. This person is going to try and win you over. That's what I mean. The High Priestess, you already know. You already know which one you've chosen as like even in small terms, again, daily energy, the one that this week you've chosen as your soulmate, you already know. You're going to get your wish. What a great reading, Capricorn. I'm into this. And I feel like your last few have been rough, so it's nice to see this. Yeah, they want you to know. And again, if you are single and looking and you have no prospects, keep manifesting. You know, talk to God, to source, to spirit. Put your intentions out there. Manifest it into creation or into reality. Because, yeah, it's like an assured victory. Again, something about a Sagittarius is coming through here as well. So in your heart, you have the King of Athame. So some of you may have a male air sign in your heart space. Again, that doesn't even have to be romantic love. Particularly if you're waiting to connect with a Cancer romantically, it could say that you're thinking about your dad, you're thinking about your brother, whatever, right? A male air sign is coming up in your heart space. Could certainly be romantic. You may have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you're still I am saying still holding on to. So again, that might not be the current energy. That might be someone in the past. And I do sort of want to say, are you ready to cut ties with that? Are you ready to sever it and embrace, like, potentially the new beginning? So much water energy, guys. Again, a card of Cancer. Some of you, yeah, you're going to be receiving a message from someone that has been a long time coming, something you've had to be very patient and wait for. But it has an official seal on it. And I think that's a metaphor for most of you, right? I mean, it could be if you're waiting to hear back from a job offer, if you're waiting to hear back from, I don't know, a court case, a lawsuit, something with like an official letter. If that's more of a metaphor, it's something about the commitment is there. Yeah, there's a strong commitment. And again, you've manifested it. For some of you, this does involve a Gemini. It may also involve a Virgo in some capacity. You've manifested it. You've created this relationship because it's something that you've been desiring and you've been wanting. You may have asked God to bless you with this type of pairing or something like that. You have options though. Yeah, you have two kings coming up in your heart. So interesting. You have a fire king and an air king. So again, these don't all have to be romantic people, right? Love comes in many shapes and sizes and formats, right? It's not always romantic love that comes through. But yeah, you have a lot of people actually coming up in your heart space. So Capricorn, you have choices. So King of Air could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sag. And then you also have potentially a Virgo or a Gemini coming through as well. I think this represents you. I think, to be honest, I think you're the magician. I really do. So you have options. The idea of you have all the tools on your table. I think you have multiple people reaching out to you, both of whom are excellent communicators, by the way, Wands and Swords. Even if that's not indicative of their zodiac sign, this is saying you have messages that are going to pull at your heartstring. And I don't think it's going to be stressful, but I really do think you're going to end up having to make a decision about who your heart really rests with. I mean, that's what these are, right? They're offers from the heart. Again, it may be coming particularly from masculine energy, fire and air signs too. You know, just because they're holding a cup, it doesn't necessarily have to indicate water signs. You have options coming in, Capricorn. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be the power player, you're going to be in the seat where essentially you're the one having to make the calls and make decisions. Ace of Pentacles. Who are you going to give your heart to? Who are you going to offer your partnership with, essentially, right? And yeah, okay, boom. There it is. I was feeling this Two of Wands. Yeah, options, decisions. Wands indicate our passion, right? Our sexuality, right? And also, again, in terms of movement, who you want to move towards, who you want to build a life with, who are you more passionate about? Again, you already know. And I hate to make this a superficial thing, but a lot of you are going to go with looks. And it just keeps coming through. I don't know how else to say it. And again, I'm not saying that's what you should do. That's just saying sort of where the cards are at. The one that's on your mind is the one who is very physically attractive. So could very well be someone who has strong fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What does the universe want you to know about this? The shadow. That's indicative of you, I think. The shadow side. Yeah, make sure you're making decisions from a very pure place. Because I think, again, you're going to be the one making the decision. So take time. Think about it, right? You may end up choosing one and then later on circling back to the other. Circling back as I use the circle deck, right? Oh, this kind of wants to be seen. The poet. Yeah, there's like a dreamy romanticism to someone here. They may be an artist in many forms. Again, both are very skilled communicators and good with their words. Again, if that doesn't make sense now, that's going to make sense later for a lot of you. Some of you quite literally might receive a note, right, that has some sort of like poetic gesture to it. Could literally be a poem or lyrics or, you know, kind of wooing you with their romance, their romantic heart, the hopeless romantic, the sappy poet. That's very much what Knight of Cups is to me. So interesting. Again, a very strong reading. I'm so sorry, Capricorn, my camera froze, but we were wrapping up anyway. The last two that wanted to be seen is Starborn and the Crone. This says to me something about generational or like a family dynamic in your decision to choose one over the other, or however you want to proceed. Make sure you're considering like long-term, if family is at all important to you, thinking about who would fit in nicely with your soul tribe, right? It doesn't have to be your bloodline family, though. For a lot of you, this card indicates to me like an ancestor or a spirit guide, like watching or sitting on your shoulder, like watching your back, essentially, wanting you to make a decision that's in alignment with your destiny, with your creation of your life moving forward. Again, yeah, and I think that's what that was coming through. It's not always about the visual of, obviously you're going to want to be attracted to them, right? Sexually, you know, romantically, etc. But again, if you have two good options, don't make it solely based on the exterior appearance, because, you know, everything fades, right? Beauty fades. But yeah, it's like what their integrity, what's in their heart space, that's what you want to think about long term in this relationship. So, and something about an Aquarius might be important in this factor as well. And, you know, King of Swords is my Aquarius card. So, all right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Like, share, subscribe. See you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.